We are going to look at 5 of the best budget knives of all time, in my opinion, and we're going to start right after you look at this logo. All right, guys, I have found 5 of what I think are the best budget knives. Now, I know there's 6 here, but that's because there's 2 versions of one. We're going to start off with this one right here, the CJRB logo. Now, this knife came to me from Artisan and CJRB. This is a prototype. When this came out, I was like, man, this is the best knife button lock on the market. It is an amazing knife. It has superb action. You're looking at a very nicely done, no frills on this really, very, very nicely done modified Wharncliffe or sheep's foot blade with this huge aperture. It's done in ARRPM 9. It's ground super nicely down behind the edge. The button lock on this, CJRB's button locks are at the top of the market right now when you're talking about budget knives with superb locking mechanisms. They have some of the best button locks on the market. Reversible pocket clip, liners that have been well lightened. So this is a relatively large knife that still comes in really light. Beautifully done pocket clip on this. Comfort in carry and in hand is top notch. You've got this huge aperture for reverse flick that gives you really good access, but also lightens that blade a lot. You've got really good action on the flipper, and the button lock is just amazing. The nice thing about button locks, they are truly ambidextrous. So you can flip this. You don't have to worry about the lock being on the wrong side. And ARPM 9 is one of my favorite steels. Not just a budget steel, it's now become one of my favorite steels. Really easy to maintain, easy to sharpen, holds an edge relatively well. And the fact is, I've never had anything respond to a strop as well as this. This is still the factory edge on this knife, and it's insanely sharp. And all I've done is strop this on newspaper. G10 scales on this. It comes in a lot of different versions. You got a really attractive package for a very good price. So there you go, CJRB. The Cold Steel Tough Light and Mini Tough Light have been some of the best use everyday carry budget knives around for a very long time. The Tough Light Mini, or the Mini Tough Light, is an amazing small knife, super small, but really, really good cutter. These are some of the most comfortable little knives. The Tough Light has got reversible pocket clip, left and right hand carry. You can see this one's set up for left hand carry because I carry it in my left hand pocket. You've got an aperture just for opening like that. It's not a flipper, but even on this very small knife, you've got a full grip. Even on this Tough Light, on this Mini Tough Light, I have almost a full 4-finger grip, and you can see how much smaller that is. Cold Steel really maximized the grip and cutting ability on this. This is one of the best little cutters. They have got the triad lock. These are 2 of the smallest knives you're going to find with the triad lock system, which is, in my opinion, the strongest lock on the mechanism. Now, these aren't flippers. These aren't thumb flippers, but they are just amazingly good little knives. The Tough Light, or the Mini Tough Light, it would be perfect for on a keychain if you want something like that. I prefer to carry mine in my watch pocket. These things are amazingly good little knives. They're done in AUS 8 steel for the Tough Light, and then this is in 4116 stainless for the Mini Tough Light. So not superb materials, but Cold Steel has always done a very good job at maximizing what you get from your steel because they use incredibly good heat treat protocols. So there you go, the Tough Light series. Awesome knives. Like I said at the beginning, there'll be links down below to as many of these knives as I can find. If I had to pick a champion of all these knives that you're seeing, now these aren't all of the budget knives that I think are amazing, but if I had to pick one out of these 5, it would be this one, the Migger Valona. This thing is an absolutely amazing knife. It's massive, coming in at over 9 inches overall. But what it gives you is a very easy to carry knife that does not feel anywhere near as big as it is. I do know they have newer versions that have addressed some of these plunge issues like you see here. Mine is in DC 53 steel, I think. I can't remember what it is, but the newer one's in 14C28. And amazing action on this knife. You've got a very comfortable package. In hand, it is one of the most comfortable large knives. You can use this for small duty tasks. Even in 14C28N is an amazing steel. You're going to get the same thing you get out of this DC53, which is a steel that's going to take an insanely good edge. The fit and finish on this, for as cheap as this knife is amazing. You've got this pop of color here on one side. The G10 is done really well. Your liners stick out from the scales a little bit. You've got a lot of weight reduction done in here. Really good access to the lock bar. And what is probably one of the best large blades in a budget knife that I've had come in a very, very long time, if not ever. Action on it, just drop shut and smooth. So the Migger on Valona, like I said, I think out of all these knives that are on this list, this is the champ for this video. This one is the Kaiser Big Glitter XL button lock. Now, I did a video about this. This wound up on my short list of knives of the year. It came in third place for knife of the year, as a matter of fact. I think that this is the best knife so far that Kaiser has made. Kaiser's made a lot of really good knives. I like a lot of their knives, but this one is absolutely a winner. The button lock on this is probably one of the best button locks on the market. You've got very, very well shaped blade. The Big Glitter XL is a large knife coming in at 9 inches, but this blade is a very functional, very usable blade. You can get way up on it and it's not uncomfortable. 154 cm steel on this, done in a stonewash. You've got micarta scales, steel liners, and this beautifully well done button lock. Like I said with the other one, reversible pocket clip. The other button lock, the Lago, this thing is absolutely ambidextrous, so you don't have to worry about a lock getting in the way. Pocket clip on this, really comfortable. Nice deep carry on it. This is one of the better cutters in the group. This is up there with a lot of much more expensive knives, to the point that this knife spends a lot of time in my pocket. This has become one of my most carried knives. Most of these knives you're going to see, if not all of them, are under $100. Just depends on where you're looking at and whether they're on sale. But this thing is really an amazing knife. 154 cm is a very solid choice. It's one of those ones, though, I will tell you that you're going to want to stay in the lower grit range. You're going to get a much better experience with that when you're sharpening. So there you go. Let's move on to the next one right after you hear from Coffee Brand Coffee.
I know that no one likes to watch ads in the middle of a video. I don't like putting them in, but I do know that I gotta support what I do here, so I partnered with companies that I know I can trust. And today's sponsor is Coffee Brand Coffee. They're delivering quality coffee, freshly roasted on demand, ground to order and delivered to your door, and they're not doing anything political, so you don't have to worry about a company that you're supporting that is supporting causes that you might not agree with, because they don't support any causes. They just simply take the money and put it back into making a better product. So I would appreciate if you both support their new small business and my channel by checking out Coffee Brand Coffee and looking at their offerings. Use the link below and my coupon code Crazy Sharp on their website. It's Crazy Sharp, all one word, capital C, capital S. Let's get back to this.
And this last one is the QSP Penguin. And this is one of my all-time picks for budget knife, period, hands down. This is a knife that's coming in under $30. It doesn't get a lot of pocket time anymore, and it doesn't get as much use as it used to. But it definitely is up there on my list of knives that have impressed me as hitting well above their weight class. Nice sheep's foot style blade. It's more like a Warncliffe because it's straight, but it does have a slower transition. Really unique materials on this one. This is denim micarta. You don't get that in a lot of more expensive knives, and you get it in this. Reversible pocket clip that is all the way down at the end and is not uncomfortable as a deep carry. The deep carry on this sits really well in the pocket. It carries very easily. You've got this D2 blade that takes a nightmarish edge and is possibly one of the best cutting budget knives out there. Action on it is amazingly good for a small budget knife. You just thumb flip. It's not drop shut, but my goodness, is that a good action for a $30 knife. You got a lanyard hole if that's something you're into. And as far as weight goes, this is very, very light, even though they did not do any weight reduction. This is a very light knife, and it is absolutely a dream to carry. I love this. I love this denim micarta. I find it unique and amazing. So there you go, guys. That was 5 of what I think are the best budget knives out there on the market. Let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day.
There you go, guys. That was 5 of what I think are some of the best budget knives that are on the market out there. There are others. I just wanted to stick with 5. There may be further additions to this. I have a lot of budget knives that are absolutely amazing. And like I said, the Migger Valona, I think, is the champion on this list this time. It is one of the best budget knives out there at the price. These things are insanely affordable for what you're getting, and it's such a good knife. So that's it on this one, guys. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down, but please try to tell me why. I can't change the content if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, it's as simple as like, share, subscribe, but you can financially support the channel by visiting this video's sponsors, Tempered Trail and Coffee Brand Coffee. They both share a coupon code of Crazy Sharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, Crazy Sharp, saves you 5% at checkout. The Coffee Brand Coffee one is in the link itself. You don't even have to type it in, it's built in. I also have an Amazon store down below where you can purchase anything that's on Amazon, including the knives that are down below if they're available there. There will be links specifically to those knives if I can find them, but Amazon, anything you're going to purchase on Amazon, use my store, please. I would appreciate if you just take that link and pin it to your browser and just use that for any Amazon shopping you're going to do. I also have got a membership down below that's all tier-based. Everyone has access to the Gilded server, which is a community of folks around the world. Now, baseline and premium tier members are entered into giveaways that I do there on the Gilded server, separate of what I do on YouTube. And the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series that's here on YouTube behind that paywall. That's it on this one, guys. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next video.